This is Piazza Fratelli Pizzi, and this is the place where my grandfather was born, and they started their family here, the Catanoso family. My great-grandfather had 3 children. My grandfather was in the middle. He emigrated to America in 1904. What's interesting about this place and this spot really is what happened in 1944. It's one of my favorite stories in the whole book, and it's when my Uncle Tony, who was a serviceman with the American military during World War II, he had served in Sicily as an interpreter. He goes AWOL in search of his Aunt Maria Porzia Catanoso, who he had never met before, but he knew that she lived somewhere in Calabria. He came to find this place, this little village in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the Aspromonte, and then finds this village and stands really on this very spot with a teeming horde of villagers behind him. They'd come from all these places. They'd come from all up and down these alleys to stand in this place behind him as a man stood with him and called up to his aunt and said, Maria Porzia, there's an American soldier here to see you. And she calls out from up in this window, she calls out and she says, I don't know American soldiers, go away. And the man says, no, you know this one. And she comes downstairs and she opens this door behind me, and she had not seen her brother in 40 years. And she looks at her brother's son, who she had never met before, and she dissolves into tears because it looks just like her brother. And these two families are reunited across ocean and years in this emotional reunion. And my Uncle Tony, who's 90 years old, told me this story. He calls it the first miracle performed by the saint, even though Gaetano was not a saint at the time. He starts to cry when he's telling me it, and tells me that this whole piazza was just filled with people cheering and patting him on the back and practically picking him up in their arms and carrying them into his home. It's an incredible story, and I'm really glad I got a chance to tell it.